Hello, friends. I'm Kate, and this is Unwind Yoga. So, tonight, or today, whenever you get a chance to watch, we're going to unwind and relax. And we have a theme tonight, so we're going to look at letting go. So, that's our theme for tonight. But first, before we let go, maybe want to check in and see what we need to let go of. So find a comfortable seated position, maybe in a chair or on the floor if that's comfortable for you. And we're going to just take a moment here and check in with the body. You can close your eyes, rest your hands on your legs, and just take just a moment or so and just check in. See what you're noticing. Are you holding on to tension anywhere in the body? What does your breath feel like? Did you race to get here? Were you upset about something else and your breath is a little bit more shallow than normal? So no judging, just checking in. And so each pose we go through tonight, we're going to find something to let go of. So whether it's something in the body or a thought or something in the breath, we're just going to practice letting go. It's not going to be easy the first time or the second time or the 100th or the 1000th, but like anything else in life, it takes practice. And that's why we call it a yoga practice. All right, because we're not yoga perfect, we're practicing. Okay, next element here is we're going to look at the breath. So we're going to do something that you may not have done before. So it is left nostril breathing, or Chandra Vedana, something like that. Sorry, I wrote it down and then I forgot. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Take your right hand. We're going to inhale both nostrils, exhale both nostrils, and then we're going to close off the right nostril. And we're going to inhale through the left nostril and exhale out through the left nostril. Again, inhale and exhale. A couple more times, inhale and exhale. And again, inhale and exhale. So the left side of your body is your moon side, or your parasympathetic nervous side, or your unwind side. So let's come back to our regular breath now. So we're going to inhale both nostrils, mouth closed. Exhale both nostrils, mouth closed. 2 more, inhale and exhale. And 1 more, inhale and exhale. Beautiful. All right, next, let's come into our first yoga pose. So we're going to do Dandasana, which is basically in a 90-degree angle. So we're just going to bring both legs straight out in front. I'm sitting up on a blanket. I'm going to move it out of the way. And I would go sideways here. So we're active in the legs. We're not just doing that. Toes point up towards the ceiling. Legs are active. We have this nice 90-degree-ish angle from the legs to the torso. You just rest your hands on your thighs, or typically it's usually at your hips where your hands are resting. So that's what we're going to look at. And so our first pose, what can we let go of? Can we let go of the breath and just be in the posture? Can we let go of the tension maybe in the legs somewhere, in the calves or the thighs? And we'll relax out of that. Beautiful. So our next pose, we're going to do cat and cow. So we're going to come up onto hands and knees. And there is a lot of different variations with cat and cow. But we're just going to move slowly into this, okay? So we're going to exhale cat, inhale cow. On your next exhale, back to cat. And I'm going to let go of the inhale. So I'm going to inhale, and then to move into the next pose, or the next half of this, the cow, I'm going to exhale. Inhale, and then exhale back to cat. I'm going to pause here, inhale in my cat, and exhale to my cow. Inhale again, and then exhale back to cat. All right, so let's come down into our child's pose for a moment and just melt into the earth, let go of moving for a moment. And then when you're ready, we're going to make our way up to standing. So we're going to go slow. If you want to come up into a down dog to do it, you can do that. Or sometimes I like to bring one foot up and then come up. So we're going to do a dangling forward fold. So feet want to be at least hip width distance apart. They can be more. And we're just going to hinge at the hips. Exhale on your fold. You can grab opposite elbows if that's comfortable, or just let the arms hang down. And what can you let go of here in this posture or pose? What can you release down and out? Out through the arms, out through the legs. Practice that letting go. So maybe this one is physical, maybe it's not. Maybe it's something mental that is troubling you or keeping your monkey mind chattering. All right, so to come out of this, we're actually going to come into our next pose, which is going to be malasana or garland or low squat. So I'm going to bring my feet nice and wide and knees out to the side. My elbows are between my knees, palms together. So if this is not comfortable, obviously you don't have to come down this far, or maybe you go down a little further. Either way is okay. If you want to do this in a chair, you can just bring your toes up and your elbows closer to your knees. And just take a couple of breaths here. Again, what can we let go of? Letting go of maybe not coming down as low as you want, or letting go of the perfect picture of what your pose is meant to look like. And then after maybe one more breath or so, we're going to come and sit. And then come into butterfly pose. So we're going to bring the feet together. Knees are out to the side. So some people don't like to do the knee bounce in butterfly, and that's still fine. If you do, go for it. Either way, whatever works for you, you can bring your feet in closer, or you can have them further, comfortable for your hips. And maybe again, you can Look inside and see what needs to be released. What more can you let go of? All right, when you're ready, we're gonna bring the knees up together. And if you want, do a little windshield wiper and release those hips a little bit, if that feels okay. And then we're gonna come up to hands and knees to come into our puppy pose. So we're shining our heart light down towards the earth in our puppy pose. All right. So hands and knees. And then we're going to bring, let's see, I'm going to take my glasses off here for a moment. We're going to bring the head down and then just finding a comfortable place. So the heart is towards the earth. You can come down as far as is comfortable. And here is a good one to let go of something that maybe is troubling you in your heart center. And when you're ready to come out, we're going to come up to seated. So we're going to do a little shoelace leg fold. So that's where we're stacking the knees one on top of the other. So I usually sit up on a block or so. So I'm going to grab my block. And then, if comfortable, maybe switch which leg you would usually put on top. So see if you can do that. Let's see. I'm going to go this way. So I have my right foot by my left hip. And then I'm going to bring my left foot by my, well, it doesn't want to go back that way on this side, but you can see the knees are stacked on top of each other. So there's a couple of different ways you can go with the torso. You can sit up nice and tall, maybe fingertips touch the floor. Or you can fold forward with your shoelace legs. That's an option. Or just for fun tonight, hands behind and looking up. So maybe like almost a camel with the torso. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm pulling shoulder blades together, fingertips into the earth, eyes up towards the heavens. And what are you going to let go of now? So if you've done a bit of a back bend, come back to neutral. If you've done your forward fold, come up to neutral. Or if you're just in neutral already, we're all caught up with you now. Awesome. All right. One more, and then our favorite Shavasana. Okay, so let's unwind the legs. And our next pose, we're going to do a supine twist. So we're going to come down onto our backs. All righty. So feet up at the top of the mat. We're going to roll down onto the flat of the back. And if you're feeling a little off center or asymmetrical, doing a couple of apanasanas here before we do a twist. We'll definitely do some after. All right, so there are many, many different ways to do a twist here. Let's see, I don't want to knock too much over. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Bring the arms out into a T. And all right, we're going to go big tonight. So we're going to bring the knees and the feet together. Then we're going to go one side and then the other side. So if this is too much, you can keep the feet down and just bring the knees over, or you can cross the legs and bring the knees over. So I'm going to go legs up, knees and ankles together. Bring the whole leg over towards the left side. I'm going to turn and look at my right hand. So as we're in this, maybe mildly uncomfortable, no pain though. If you're going into pain, come back. What can you let go of? Bring it back to center. Head comes back to center and then to the other side. Knees to the right and gaze to the left. One side might feel better than the other. That's totally fine. You just want to do both sides evenly. And what can we let go of on this side? And then when you're ready, we'll bring the knees back up, and then let's do a bunch of apanasanas here. Really work that back to symmetrical. Maybe the knees come out a little bit wider. Beautiful. All right, let's bring feet down to the mat. Extend both legs all the way out. And let's come into our Shavasana, our final relaxation pose. If you have a blanket and you want to put that over you or under the head or whatever else you need to do to get comfortable, maybe you have a chair and you want to put your feet up on the chair. You're more than welcome to do that. If it's not comfortable for the back, for the legs to be straight out, you can bend the knees and then maybe bring the knees closer together. You can do that if that's comfortable. So let's start by relaxing the legs and the feet away from each other. And then the arms can come out away from the torso, palms up or palms down, however that feels. And then any last little wiggles out. Now let's do a full body relaxation. We'll walk up the body, relaxing each part as we go. Starting with the feet. Relax the toes. Relax the tops of the feet, the soles of the feet, and the heels. Release the ankles. Relax the calves and shins. Release the knees. Relax the tops of the thighs and the backs of the thighs. Let the pelvis be heavy and sink into the earth. Relax the abdomen. Release the rib cage and let go of breath. Let the shoulders be heavy and sink into the earth. Relax the upper arms, elbows, and lower arms. Release the wrists. Relax the hands, fingers, and palms. Relax the throat and the back of the neck. Release the jaw. Let the tongue be heavy and fall away from the roof of the mouth. Let the eyes be heavy and fall to the back of the head. Smooth the forehead and face. Let any last thoughts sweep out the top of the crown of the head. Let the earth's gravity hold you. Let the air around you breathe you. Take the next few moments and just be. You are welcome to stay in your relaxation pose as long as you need. But when you're ready, gently coming back to awareness. Wiggle your toes and fingers. If you'd like, you can roll your head side to side. When you're ready, and with an inhale, rolling over onto your right or left side. Maybe use that lower arm as a pillow. When you're ready, and again with an inhale, coming up to a comfortable seated position. And thank you for joining me and letting yourself let go for this practice. Namaste.